Hey guys, my name is Nikki, aka the Dragon Queen, and today I am trying out a new microphone, so if I sound different, that is why. Let me know down below how it's working. Now, I'm here to do a review. I just finished Emerald Green by Kerstin Gier. This is the third book and final book in the Ruby Red Trilogy, so I figured I would review it. Now, I don't remember much about these two books because it's been a while since I read them. What I do remember is the main character, Gwen, is very whiny. So, reading this book, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I really enjoy the premise. The premise is that characters can travel through time. There are 2 bloodlines. There is DeViller is the male last name, or the one side, and then there's another on Gwen's side, but I can't recall the last name. But there's 12 total, so it's a circle of 12, and each person represents a animal and a gem. So she is the raven and the ruby, thus Ruby Red. The same person in her generation is Gideon, and Gideon is the lion, and I don't remember what his gemstone is, but so it's their relationship amongst each other and the confusion about it all and how the truth about everything. And while there were some twists involved that were things like, well, I don't want to spoil. There were twists involved that I didn't expect. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate the time traveling bit. I do appreciate the mystery. I appreciate some of the characters, my favorite being Leslie, Gwen's best friend. But Gwen in particular was very obnoxious. She whined, she cried, she complained, she acted like a stereotypical snobby teenager, and granted, this is a young adult book, so it's kind of to be expected, but a lot of it was annoying, especially in book 3. I don't remember 1 and 2 as well, but in book 3, she just goes, I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you, I love you, and like within a split second, everything changes. And the character that she had this relationship with, like, trying not to give spoilers, was the same way. He's like, oh, I love you, but we should just be friends, meaning, and then he says like, oh, well, I said that because of this and not because I actually just want to be friends. So it was just very confusing and convoluted and angsty, and maybe it's because I personally am one of those girls that if I break up with somebody, there isn't any going back. I don't make rash decisions when it comes to relationships. And I'm very open about that with my husband, so when people make rash decisions in books, it frustrates me. And I get that they're teenagers, and I get this is what teenagers do. I was just so frustrated with it. I mean, I enjoyed it enough to read it all, but I haven't read it for I think it's been 2 years. I honestly want to say it's been 2 years since I picked up book 2, because it just wasn't grasping me. It wasn't pulling me into the trilogy. The only reason why I finished that book 3 was because it's been staring at me in this little box set here, just saying, read me so you can say you finished the series. And there's so few series that I finished, so I wanted to it's like, you have one more, just read it. So I did read it. I do recommend it if you love books with romance in them, and if you love suspense, well, not suspense, but some kind of mystery and historical fiction, because there's a lot of time traveling into the past. If you don't mind love triangles, which is another issue I have with this series, then you might like this book. It is definitely different from other love triangles. Well, not love triangles, but different young adult books that I've read. It I did enjoy mostly the time travel bit and the mystery and the history. But overall, I think I'll give the series 3 out of 5 stars. On average, it started off really strong. I think I jumped into book 2 almost instantaneously, and it just went down from there. But honestly, make a judgment call for yourself. If you haven't read it, then go and read it, or at least give book 1, Ruby Red, a chance. See if you like it, see if it's your cup of tea, and hopefully you do like it and it's everything that you want it to be. And if you've read it already and you love it, let me know why you loved it. I mean, I can see why people definitely liked it. I'm just saying that the character Gwyneth was obnoxious, and I was just so tired of her by the end of the book. I just wanted it to end. I wanted to know what happened though still, so I kept going. But yep, that's all I'm gonna say today. Like it if you like it, subscribe if you want to, and this is the Dragon Queen signing off.